Hello everyone and welcome to all my dear students. Today is your SP class, right? Today in this class, once again we are going to continue population management. Okay, and before that, my dear students, once again I want to revise the important portion that we had discussed in our previous class. That means before first unit test, we had already started the population management. What is first of all definition of population management? What is the meaning? What is the definition of population management? And after the meaning, after the definition of population management, my dear students, in our previous class, we had already discussed some methods, some direct methods of population management, direct methods of population management. And in the previous class I told you that there are the two categories, direct and indirect methods of population management. And in our previous class we had only discussed the first, direct methods of population management. And now today in this class we are going to discuss some of the indirect method, some of the indirect method of population management. So, okay, my dear students, now today in this class, just we are going to interact because you can see in the slide also there are very easy point, easy method of population management. So in the previous class also we had already discussed about that point. So that's why today in this class just we are going to interact, we are going to share our views, our opinions, our thought about the methods, indirect methods of population management. And my dear students, just I told you that in our previous class, in our previous week, we had discussed some of the direct methods like delay marriage, the first one, direct method, birth spacing, controlling migration, use of contraceptive devices, and the legal abortion are some of the direct methods of population management. And in previous class also, I told you that what is the definition, what is the meaning of population management, right? Population management means especially to manage the population, we should reduce birth rate, high birth rate. And if you minimize the high birth rate, then we can easily manage the rapid population growth rate. That is a population management. And just in previous class, I told you there are different advantages, there are different merits of population management. If you manage the population, then we can get lots of advantages, lots of merits, and many more. So that's why as a human beings are most responsible to manage the population by adopting, by following the different methods of population management. All right, okay. My dear students, now you can see in the slide, and just I told you today in this class, just we are going to discuss, we are going to interact, we are going to share our views, thought, opinion. And by sharing our views, thought, opinion, that helps to develop the confidence of the students as well as for the interaction as well, right? So now indirect methods of population management. On the screen in the slide you can see, just first of all I want to read, and after reading the indirect methods of population management we will start our interaction program, interacting each other. You have to share your views, okay? So my dear students, you can see it's very simple. Indirect methods of population management are: number one, expansion of population education. And about the population education, in the unit one we had detailed discuss in our in class 9 also we had detailed discuss about the meaning of the population education. What is the meaning of population education? And if we expand the population education, what happens, what are the different merits of expansion of population education, right? The first, indirect method of population management. Second, raising awareness program, the second indirect methods of population management. And is the third methods of population management is emphasis on women empowerment. That's a focus on women empowerment. And about women empowerment in class 9 also, so many times we had already discussed what is the meaning of women empowerment. And if we provide the power to the women, what happens? what are the different advantages of women empowerment, right? So emphasis means focus on women empowerment. The next indirect methods of population management for the management of population, to control the population, to reduce the population, focus on women empowerment. And the next indirect methods of population management is gender equality. And in case of equality, what happens? What are the different advantages of gender equality? And lack of equality, what happens? What are different obstacles in case of lack of gender equality? Yeah. And after that, now the next also indirect methods of population management is adequate, there's a sufficient provision of employment opportunities and busy life. I would like to view your opinion about that indirect methods of population management. Now we are going to start our interaction class in this class. So first of all, for the first indirect methods, to share your view, your opinion, first of all, I would like to request Mr. Ellis, sorry, Mr. Ellis, are you listening to me? Mr. Ellis.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Ellis, just I told you that there are different indirect methods of population management. You can see in the slide. The first is expansion of population education. So,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ellis, could you please tell me some things about the expansion of population education? Because just I told you about the population education in our in first unit also we had already discussed in class 9 also. So please, could you please tell me your view, your share your opinion about the expansion of population education is one of the indirect methods of population management. Please, you can start now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can start now, Ellis.
Okay, sir. So when people will be educated, then they will know the harmful effects of population, rapid population growth, and they will also know the importance of managing the population. So they can,
Yes,
after being
yes,
educated, they can use the various means of managing the population.
yeah. Okay, Mr. Ellis,
So
could
if
you
I sound
please?
audible,
Yeah, yeah, okay, fine.
yes, sir.
Mr. Ellis, could you please tell me some things about environment education?
Sorry, sir.
Could you please tell me some things about environment education? Environment education.
So the education provided to the public regarded to environment, conservation of environment, protecting the natural resources, etc., is known as environment education.
And okay, could you please tell me some importance of population education? Importance of
So,
population education. Could you please tell me some importance of population education? Importance. Okay, Mr. Ellis, thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Ellis, thank you so much for your view. Okay. Anyway, my dear students, just Ellis Acharya share his view. The first one, indirect methods of population management and expansion of population education. The first one, indirect method of population management and expansion of population education. Population education is knowledge, one of the continuous process, one of the educational process that provide the knowledge about how to manage the population, how to reduce the population growth rate. So that's why we should expand the knowledge of population education. And if we expand the knowledge of population education, surely it helps to minimize the rapid population growth rate. Minimizing the rapid population growth rate means that's a one of the way of population management. So that's why we should have to expand the knowledge of population education among the different people to reduce the birth rate to manage the population. The first indirect methods of population management, that is the expansion of population education. Okay. After then, for the second indirect methods of population management, to share the view, opinion, thought. Okay, for the second indirect methods of population management, I would like to request Mr. Saurabh Kafle. Are you listening to me, Mr. Saurabh? Okay, otherwise, Mr. Vinit Thap, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Vinit. Just your friend Ellis Acharya share his view the first indirect methods of population management, expansion of population education. Okay, Mr. Vinit, The second indirect method is raising awareness. Please, could you share your view, your thought, your opinion about the second indirect methods of population management? What is your view? Please tell me some things about the raising awareness is one of the indirect methods of population management.
Sir, when we raise awareness, people can get knowledge about
Yes.
population management, their effects, and then they try to manage their population.
Uh,
And
okay.
simply, awareness
Yes.
helps people to get knowledge about population management,
Yes.
effects of rapid population growth, and the people try to
Yes.
manage population.
Yes. Okay. And Mr. Binit, could you please tell me some just before to start this indirect methods, I told you I revised the direct methods of population management. Could you please tell me any two direct methods of population management?
Use of contraceptive devices,
Yes, use of contraceptive device of us. Next, the
marriage
next
at
one,
marriage at
please.
appropriate age.
Okay, that was a delay marriage or marriage at appropriate age. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Binit, for your answer, for your thought, for your okay. Thanks for your sharing. Thanks for your interaction, Mr. Binit Thapa. Okay, my dear students, just Binit share his view about the second raising awareness, the second indirect methods of population management. And awareness is also one of the indirect method for the management of population. If we aware to the people about the side effects of rapid population growth rate, then it helps to manage the population. So raising awareness, it's aware to the people, to all the people, to all the Nepalese people about what are different side effects of the rapid population growth rate. And if we aware, the people realize the problems of population growth rate. So that's why let's aware to the people to realize the importance of population management. That's the second indirect methods of population management. Okay, and after then for the next methods, the next indirect methods of population management is emphasis on women empowerment. Okay, for the interaction to share the view about the third one. Okay, I would like to request okay, Miss Sirisa. Are you listening to me? Miss Sirisa.
Sir, is my voice audible?
Okay, Miss Sirisa, are you listening to me?
Sir, I'm
Yes,
speaking.
yes. Okay. Uh, could you please share us about the third indirect methods of population management, that's emphasis on women empowerment? Could you please share us?
Sir, male and female are like two sides of the same coin, yeah. So to
Yes, yeah.
manage the population, male and female should be equally or like gender inequality, let's say. And for women empowerment, we have to let them. We have to make women employed, and we have to give education to them.
Mhm. Yes, okay, very good answer. And Miss Sirisa, okay, once again, I want to ask another question. Please, Miss Sirisa, could you please tell me some direct methods of population management? And before to discuss about indirect methods, I revise, I told you some direct methods of population management. Yeah. So could you please tell me some direct methods of population management?
Bird spacing
Yeah, bird spacing.
is that
Next.
marriage or delayed marriage,
Okay, delay marriage. Second,
controlling population,
controlling population.
legal abortion.
Okay, legal abortion. Okay, Miss Sirisa, please, could you please tell me some advantages of delay marriage?
Yes, if
Okay, please.
there is marriage,
Yeah.
then the woman can arrange in birth. Sorry, can I tell again?
Okay, okay, please. You can once again, please. You can. Okay.
In delayed marriage, women have a
Okay.
certain period of giving birth.
Yes.
We can control population because if there is delayed marriage, then there will be less chance of getting pregnant.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Sirisa, thank you so much for your interaction. Thanks for your view. Thanks for your thought. Miss Sirisa Thaga, thank you so much. Okay. Miss, my dear students, just now Miss Sirisa Thapa share our view. The third, indirect method of population management, there's an emphasis on women empowerment. That's the emphasis, there's a focus on women empowerment. Women empowerment, that's to raise the power of women, to raise women empowerment, to raise the power, to raise the power of empowerment. Now, to raise the power of empowerment, how can we raise or how can we upgrade the power of women? And for that, women education, opportunities, equal participation, involvement are very essential. That's why to upgrade the power of women or for the female, different opportunities, equality, equal participation, and right. So for the to create women empowerment or to create a one image, one good position in the society for the development of the society as well. So, emphasis on women empowerment. And in case if the women are educated, then they also think, they also start to manage into one family as well as to control the population growth rate. So that's why emphasis on women empowerment as indirect methods of population management. The third, indirect methods of population management. All right, okay. And after then, now next indirect methods of population management. That's a maintain gender equality. It's a very easy, very simple, very okay. Now for maintain gender equality, to share the view, thought, opinion for the fourth indirect methods of the population management, I would like to request Mr. Sudin Panedu. Are you listening to me, Mr. Sudin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Sudin, just Sirisa share her opinion about the third emphasis on women empowerment. Now, Mr. Sudin, the next indirect method of population management is maintain gender equality. Please, could you share us about the maintain gender equality is one of the indirect method of population management. What is your view? What is your thought? What's your opinion about that method?
This point simply means that there must be any kind. There must not be uh, any kind of disrespect to any kind of the gender, whether it's a woman or a man. Then
Yes,
no one should be treated as they are a boy and a girl. They must be treated equally with. They must be treated equally. Then they must be given all the
yes,
kinds of
yeah. Okay.
necessities and all the.
Mhm.
They must not. This they must not compare with
Yes,
compare each other. That's all.
yes. Okay, Mr. Sudin. And okay, Mr. Sudin, and before discuss this indirect methods of population management, just I have revised. Okay, Mr. Sudin, could you please tell me just short description about the controlling migration? How does controlling migration help to manage the population? Could you share us?
Sure, sir. Why not? While people migrate from one place to another, they take their culture and all the customs,
Yes.
traditions
Yeah.
with themselves, with each other, and they go and settle in another place, so which they can
Mm,
show their different kinds
yeah.
of. They can show their culture, represent each other. They can control population.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Sudin, for your interaction, for your good view, for your good thought. Thank you so much, Mr. Sudin Paneru. Okay, thanks once again. And just Sudin Paneru share his view about maintain gender equality. And my dear students, as we all know that equality is very essential. Gender indicates the male and female, so that means gender equality means equality among the male and female. Equality among the male and female. So equality male and female. Just in third point also I told you that women empowerment means to raise the power. To raise the power, how can we raise the power? To provide education, equal opportunities, equal involvement. So maintain gender equality refers to equal participation, equal opportunities, involvement for the not only to manage the population as for the development of the nation. Without equality, it becomes very difficult to manage the population as well as to develop the nation. But if we create gender equality, then both male and female realize their one responsibilities for the management of population as well as for the development of the nation. So that's why let's provide equality among the male and females in the context of Nepal. Okay, that is a maintain gender equality. And after then, the next indirect methods of population management is there. The next indirect method, adequate provision of employment opportunity and busy life, and to share that indirect method of population management. Okay, once I would like to request Mr. Ujjwal. Mr. Ujjwal, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Ujjwal, just we had discussed maintain gender equality. Just we interact, yeah. And okay, Mr. Ujjwal, you can see in the slide in the screen the last one indirect method in that screen, the adequate provision of employment opportunities and busy life. Now, okay, could you please share us? Could you please share your view, your opinion about that indirect method of population management? What is your view? What is your thought? Please share us about that method.
If the parents are employed, then they can fulfill the basic needs of their children easily.
Yes. Okay, you can continue, Ujjwal. Okay, Mr. Ujjwal, if you have, okay, could you please once again, what is your, could you share us about the gender equality of that indirect methods of population management? Do you have any ideas about the gender equality about the indirect method of population management?
The provision of equal rights to the both male and the female,
Yes.
both male and the female,
Yes.
is called the gender equality. If
Yes.
the uh, if the male and the if the male and the female have the mutual friendship and cooperation, then they can establish a happy and prosperous
Yes.
life.
Yes. Yes. Okay. 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 Thank you so much, Mr. Ujjwal, for interaction, for your view, for your thought. Okay. And just Mr. Ujjwal share his view about the gender equality and some of the useful information about the adequate provision of employment opportunities and busy life. And okay, my dear students, you can once again you can see the last one indirect method as a adequate sufficient provision of employment opportunities. And as we all know that if the people have employment opportunities, especially their life will become so busy. Employment opportunities, and as we all know that employment opportunities is also one of the important factor of quality of life. Yeah, employment opportunities is also one of the important factor, one of the important element of quality of life. And in case if there is employment opportunities, then people can make their life so standard, quality, and as well as try, they think or they try to manage the population because of their busy life, because of their work, because of their opportunities. They remain busy in their real life. Then they also make a certain plan and policy, like of they make a family planning because of your busy life. And family planning is one of the factor to manage the population, one of the factor. The family planning is also one of the method. Yeah, family planning is also one of the method of population management. So the busy life that creates the knowledge of family planning, and family planning helps to manage the population so that adequate provision of employment opportunities, and busy life is also one of the indirect methods, one of the indirect methods of population management. All right, okay. So, my dear students, now once again, and just I told you today in this class, I told you that just uh, we had discussed some indirect methods of population management, and just I told you today, just we are going to interact each other to share their views, opinions, and thought. And once again, for the to continue our interaction program, and just we had discussed in some methods indirect methods of population management. Now, okay, once again for the interaction, I would like to request Mr. Bhaskar. Mr. Bhaskar, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bhaskar, and just I told you today is our interaction program. Yes,
Yes, sir.
today is our interaction program because like previous class also we interact each other because the population managed in class 9 in class also so many times we had already discussed about that. So like a previous class, in this class also just we are interacting, we are going to share our views, our opinions, your thought, yeah, to develop our
Yes.
confidence. So Mr. Vasker, for your for our interaction, for your view, for your opinion, please, first of all, please, you can tell me the different indirect methods of population management. There are different indirect methods of population management. Just now we had discussed, and after telling the different indirect method of population management, you can select anyone and you can show your view. Okay, please.
Raising awareness, gender equality,
Yes.
adequate provision of employment
Mhm.
opportunities and busy life, and expansion of population education.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Now
expansion of
among them,
population
you can.
education.
Yeah. Yeah.
The process of providing knowledge and education regarding population size, density, and structure is called population education. Nowadays,
Yeah.
population is rapidly increasing, but if people are aware and are provided with population education, then they will know the effect of rapid population growth toward the environment and nation, due to which
Mhm.
people will be aware and they will try to give less birth to less number of children, and
Yes.
adequate provision of employment opportunities and busy life.
Mhm.
If all
Mhm.
the people are provided with employment opportunities, then their life will be busy, or they will be busy in their work, due to which they cannot focus on their sex life, which will
Mhm.
directly help in the management of population and control the rapid population growth.
Okay, very good answer, Mr. Vaskar. And now, could you please tell me some direct methods of population management? What are they?
Delayed marriage, birth spacing,
Hmm.
restriction in
Hmm.
migration, and
Yeah,
legal
good.
abortion.
And okay, could you please tell me any two importance of delay marriage?
It helps in management of population.
Yes.
uh, uh, Both male and female will be sexually
Hmm.
matured and could give birth to a healthy baby, and they
Yeah.
could fulfill
Okay.
basic needs
Yeah.
of their children.
Okay. Thank you so much. Very good answer. Very good interaction. Thanks for your view. Thanks for your thought, Mr. Vaskar Humagain. Thank you so much. And okay, my dear students, once again, to continue our interaction program now for to share opinion. Now, once I want to request Miss Kiran Gali. Are you listening to Miss Kiran?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Kiran. Thus, Mr. Vaskar share his view. Now, okay, now that's your turn. Miss Kiran, please, could you please tell me different indirect methods of population management? What are the different indirect methods of population management? What are they?
Mm, women empowerment, gender
Yes,
equality,
yes.
and public awareness.
Public awareness. Yes. Okay. Among the different methods, among the different indirect methods of population management, and just you told me that women empowerment. Okay. Could you please share us some useful information about women empowerment. How does women empowerment help to manage the population?
It means that giving equal opportunities to women, just like men, in
Hmm?
different sectors like education
Hmm?
and opportunity. Like this, women will also have little more power over their household and other activities, and women can be aware of the outer world and other
Yes. Hmm?
information that they require, and this also
Hmm?
helps them in managing their family.
Okay, very good. Okay, Miss Kiran, now could you please tell me some direct methods of population management? Can you share us about different direct methods of population management?
They are controlling migration, birth
Hmm?
spacing, delayed
Hmm?
marriage.
Hmm? Okay, delay marriage, controlling migration. Okay, what's your view about controlling migration? Could you please short description of the controlling migration?
Generally, people tend to migrate from village areas to town
Hmm?
areas for more
Yeah.
facilities and services.
Eh?
Like this,
Yes.
the
Yes.
town area will be more crowded,
Hmm?
there will be more population, and there will be lack of services and facilities for people. So there
Hmm?
should
Hmm?
be management
Hmm?
of the migration. That means
Hmm?
not all people should just migrate into that town, but that villages should also be developed, and people should
Hmm?
live like equally in all places and control.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Kiran Gale, for your opinion, for your thought. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Kiran Gale. And okay, for once again, to continue our interaction time, once again, I would like to request Miss Anushka. So Miss Anushka, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Anushka. Okay, could you please tell me some direct methods of population management? What are they?
Okay, sir.
Okay, please.
Delayed marriage, birth
Yeah.
spacing,
Yeah.
legal abortion, use
Hmm?
of contraceptive devices.
Uh,
That's
okay,
it.
them, among them, could you please short description of any one?
Okay. Birth spacing, the
Hmm.
gap between first child and second child,
Hmm.
uh, or two consecutive birth is known as birth spacing. It is
Yeah.
one of the direct method of population management,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
this
Yeah. Good.
helps a lot for controlling the population. And yeah, and the gap between the two consecutive birth also helps the mother and the child for
Yeah.
good health.
Okay, it's okay. Now, could you please tell me something sort of women empowerment? And women empowerment is one of the indirect methods of population management. Could you please just share your view only, not answer? Just I told you. Could you please share your view about the women empowerment?
Okay, women empowerment simply means empowering women, and
Yeah.
empowering means to allow the woman or people or someone just to
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
something. And also women empowerment is really essential for the management of population.
Hmm.
And if the woman is empowered,
Hmm.
and if the woman get equally involved in any employment as like
Hmm.
male, then that's very good, and also it's